Oh, hello, hello, hello. How y'all doing this evening? I'm not going to be long. This is actually my second time trying to get this to record. It must be very powerful because my computer has been acting a little strange tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get this video to play, and then I'm going to come back and discuss some of the information that I found out about the University of Virginia football players. It was four of them, and one of them had been bullied, it seems like, and he ended up shooting his football classmates, and two other people were injured. So first thing first, my heart go out to everybody involved. Normally my heart don't go out to the shooter, but the reason it is tonight is because he was being bullied. And I have done a number of series about bullying, and this is another example where bullying went too far. And this young man didn't know how to handle it, and he thought that picking up a gun was the answer. And he ruined his whole life. And now you got three other kids that are deceased, and their parents are, I know everybody's crushed all the way around. Um, my heart goes out to everybody involved. And then to hear that one of the young men was shot and he was asleep on the bus. He may have had nothing to even do with it. Just an innocent bystander that got caught up in a crossfire that may not even been intended for him. So I guess the case is still being investigated to see what really happened, who knew what. And this is a little bit about what I did find out and what the father was saying about his son. And so I do want to share that. And this video, the coach is speaking. Let me see. Okay.
Really tough. Tonight, the football coach
feels like it's, to be honest with
The suspect, 22-year-old Christopher, his mother believes was being.
He didn't know how to handle it.
University officials
of hazing incident. The police department talked about yesterday with the football program.
I'm not aware of
that.
anything related to that.
on that, but I'm not aware of anything related to that.
Meanwhile, the team has now gone 2 days without practicing and is scheduled to play on Saturday. All this while the campus community continues to mourn the loss of the young men. Among them, Virginia's Governor Glenn Youngkin.
It's horrific. It's truly horrific as a dad and as a Virginian. We're all broken today. We're all broken.
Oh, you're kind of numb.
Professor Jack Hamilton
and then
taught
sad.
both Devon and Laval, describing them as bright lights on and off the field.
How will that hit you when you walk into that classroom and see that desk not occupied?
I honestly, I don't know. I'm sure devastating.
Oakland campus still searching for answers.
And Ryan, as we were, there were two other victims being treated. Any update?
There is Lester, and it's good news.
Good news.
Tomorrow we
The
hospital, she's expected to make a full recovery. And Michael Hollins, a member of the football team, is undergoing 2 successful surgeries, according to his
And a late update tonight, Lester, we're told that additional charges have been handed down against the suspect related to the injuries that these victims sustained.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Okay. And so the father said that his son had came to him because he had been bullied. And it's like he just told him, to toughen up in so many words, to sort of, it's going to be okay, but not telling him how to deal with being bullied. And he didn't know how. And this is a case, I think, where bullying just went too far, and you got innocent people that has gotten killed. And some may have not been innocent. I don't know. But the dad did speak on his son being bullied. And that's why I'm bringing this, because I want to bring awareness. Parents, you have to have these conversations with your children, whether they're in high school and college. They're still your responsibility. They're your kids. You love them to death. Have these conversations about being bullied. Don't bully anybody, because this is where bullying went too far. But this young man, Christopher Dara Jones Jr., right now he's in Albemarle General District Court. Today he was. And he appeared by video. And he was charged with second-degree murder, 3 counts of having a handgun in commission of a felon. So he's faced with 2 counts of malicious wounding with 2 other additional firearm charges. I don't think he's pleaded anything as of yet. I guess he's probably in a state of shock. But all of them was traveling back from a football game, I'm assuming, because everybody was on the bus. And I don't know if he said anything or anybody picked up that he was just sitting on the bus quiet. And when they got back, it was more football people, more football children on the bus. So it was a bus load of, the football players. But I'm assuming somebody had been bullying him and it escalated. to where he felt like he couldn't take it anymore, and he decided to use a weapon. And that was not the answer. One of the people that was killed, let me see. I think he played for another football team. So I don't know if he was a coach, because he was 32. So I'm thinking he may have been a coach that was one of the coaches on the team. May have accidentally been shot. I don't know who was aware of what happened. I do know somebody brought up it was something about some hazing going on. I guess a lot of football teams may have that going on. If they do, nobody's going to tell the truth. I don't think nobody's going to come out and say, yes, I'm guilty. That just doesn't happen. But I don't know if it was hazing going on. I don't even know if the young man was dealing with some type of mental illness, because the dad said that he hadn't been in his life. But his son seemed to be doing well. He hadn't seen him in a long time. So did that play a part in it? Possible. But he said his son was doing great in school. He was excelling. He was, playing football. He was a quarterback. He was a running back for the team. So all of them played on the team at University of Virginia. It's just something went wrong. Was it too much bullying? Who was actually bullying him? I don't know. I don't know if the staff was aware. Was the coach aware of him being bullied? Did the coach overhear some of the guys teasing him? And oftentimes we think it's going to be okay. And it's not okay. It's not okay. This generation I came, we could take a lot. And we think our children are supposed to take the same thing, but they're not as strong as we were back then. Nowadays, people picking up weapons and saying enough is enough. And that's not the way to handle the situation. I wish schools would take a better stand on bullying policies than what they do to put an end to it. If you see something, say something. Okay, but I did say something and nobody helped me. Then what do you do? When does it ever stop? This is why my heart goes out to everybody. Could it have been something done to prevent this from happening? I don't know what the university rules are for bullying. I don't know if the coach may have overheard it in practice, that somebody's heard something. So for people to say, well, no, I didn't know anything, I don't believe that. Somebody knows something because they all played football. So somebody overheard him getting teased or something, and it escalated to what he has done. So my heart goes out. This wasn't the way to handle it. And oftentimes our kids will come to us and we don't have time. Please take time and listen to your child. I don't know what they need, but if they're coming to you with being bullied or anything like that, this is the time that you've got to pay attention and try and do something to stop what's going on in their lives, instead of saying you're just going to have to handle it, because everybody can't handle it. One of the people that was killed was a quarterback. He was an NFL quarterback, and he was 32 years old. Wow. So I know this has touched the community in Virginia. It has touched people around the country. And so what I'm going to do today is, like I said before, we have got to, it's a team effort. One person can't do it by themselves. It takes more than one to stop bullying. Bullying is nothing that we can do just one person. It takes everybody working together. The coach, the school, the teachers. If you see something, say something. Let it know it's not tolerated at this university. Maybe when you're first coming in, that should be something talked about. On the football team, the coaches need to talk about it. If you see it, stop it. In classrooms, teachers, if you see it, stop it. Stop saying they'll be okay. No, because he wasn't okay and he didn't know how to handle it. And so bullying, a lot of people use bullying because they want to intimidate you. And so, and it's meant to hurt you by teasing, or they threaten you. They cause abuse. Bullying behavior can be fighting, it could be hitting, it could be name calling, it can be gossiping about somebody. Anything, emotional, social interaction, anything to hurt another individual, to make them feel less than who they are. And it's often a repeated behavior. And so they constantly do it and keep doing it until something escalates and it gets out of hand. And this got out of hand. It's an imbalance of physical or social power. It's aggressive behavior that's intended to hurt another individual, physical, mentally, or emotional. That's what bullying is. It's intended to hurt another individual. And it's repeated aggressive behavior. Whether it's individual, whether it's physical, it's mentally or emotional. You want to hurt this person. You want to make them feel less than who they are. And a lot of times it can affect people's grades, cause emotional problems because they don't know how to deal with it. They don't want it to keep happening, but they don't know how to stop it. And nobody's taught them how to stop it. How do you stop it? And so today I'm just bringing awareness. I want to say that my heart goes out to everybody involved. And I just, my prayers are with all the families during this difficult time. I send my condolences. And I wish, as far as schools and administrative, start taking bullying just a little bit more serious and try to prevent situations like this from happening, and stop thinking that everybody can get over it, because it's not easy for everybody to get over it. This is not the get over generation. I grew up in, well, you can take it, you just take it and say, okay. But this generation nowadays, with more guns out on the streets and people wanting to fight and kill because they don't know how else to handle it. And so different ways of handling situations need to be more addressed. And oftentimes parents don't teach their children how to handle situations that they're caught up in. So I say, be mindful, listen to your children, do what you can to stop it. If it means calling the administrator, if it means calling the coach, to bring more people aware of it. And hopefully it wouldn't make it increase, because you're trying to decrease the situation. but something has got to stop, and people have got to pull together in order to stop it. Have a good day, and my heart goes out. And leave your comments. Let me know what you think. I definitely appreciate your comments. I always appreciate your comments. Thank you for listening. Subscribe. And thanks for showing up.